Now to new developments in the wake of the mass shooting at Oxford High School. The student charged in the shooting back before a judge today as a criminal case against him moves forward. In a 5-minute hearing, he waived his right to a prelim exam and is now bound over for trial on first-degree murder and terrorism charges. Meanwhile, his parents today tried to convince a judge that they are not a flight risk, asking that their $500,000 bond be lowered. 7 investigator Ross Jones live tonight outside District Court in Rochester Hills with details on all of this. Ross.
Brian, good evening. Prosecutors did not hold back today, painting the Crumbley parents as a mother and father only worried about themselves while their son spiraled out of control.
The evidence will show that Ethan Crumbley was gravely troubled. He was fascinated with firearms. He was violent. He displayed terrifying tendencies and behaviors, and he literally sketched out what he had planned to do in his journal and his drawings.
Fighting against James and Jennifer Crumbley's attempt to lower their $500,000 bond, prosecutors today revealed new details about Ethan Crumbley's mental health, suggesting his parents were indifferent to his suffering.
The evidence will show that as far back as March of 2021, Ethan Crumbley would text his mother, Jennifer, on more than one occasion, and always when he was home alone, that he thought there was a demon, a ghost, or someone else inside the home.
Prosecutors said in the months before the shooting, Ethan was obsessed with guns, was making homemade Molotov cocktails, and displayed a fascination with Nazi propaganda, displaying some in his bedroom.
That phone extraction also revealed that he searched school shootings and firearms so often on his phone that he received spam advertisements regarding his mental well-being and firearms.
Attorneys for the Crumbley parents pushed back on the claims that they didn't secure firearms in their home and quoted from Ethan's own journal.
He explicitly states, and I quote, that he has to find where his dad hid the firearm. This statement, in Ethan Crumbley's own words, is contrary to the false and misleading assertions that have been made by the prosecution in this case.
But prosecutors said photos of Ethan holding his dad's loaded .22 caliber pistol shows the weapons weren't secure. And on the day of the shooting, after administrators met with the Crumbley parents, urging them to take their son home from school, prosecutors say the Crumbleys refused.
They resisted, instead asserting that they couldn't possibly take him out of school because of work. We have since learned that Jennifer Crumbley's employer would have gladly given her the day off, and she did not have any meeting scheduled until later in the day.
The defense asked that the judge lower the bond to $100,000. She refused, keeping it at $500,000. Now, ahead on 7 Action News at 6, a lot more detail that was released today in court, including what the Crumbley parents were doing in the hours before they were apprehended by police in Detroit. We're live in Rochester Hills. I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
All right, Ross, we'll see you at 6. Thank you.